Hello and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance, and I'm here, apparently Radzig giving me some form of epilepsy. I'm not sure what's going on with him, but yeah, anyway, we're just going to go in here and we're going to talk to Tobias Fafar.
Greetings. What business have you?
Master Fafar, I need to speak with you. I found out something about the counterfeit coin.
Did you really? Do tell.
Close to Rovna, I came across a wagon that was transporting the false coins. Unfortunately, I came too late. The carter and his men were dead.
Damn and blast. Do you know who did it?
Yes. A certain knight turned up there. Turned out he was also after the forgers.
Well, that is indeed unexpected. Tell me, what did he say?
He gave me these documents to show you. He seemed to think they prove he was telling the truth. They're the records of the interrogations in SASAU, and some other things he said you'd understand better than him.
Let me see. We, the aldermen of the city of SASAU, interrogation held this day, put to pen by the questor. The place of origin is a monastery in the land of Bohemia. Which certainly confirms my suspicion that something underhand is going on in SASAU. Coin assay report. Copper core coated with amalgam. But this is interesting. Here's an outline description of how the forgeries are made. I'll have to study it more closely. We command Herr Ulrich to investigate and let no man stand in his way. This looks like the original safe conduct. It has the seal of the Passau alderman, but they certainly didn't pen this.
How do you know?
I recognize the hand. It's a Clement of Kaplitz, the high scribe of the Rosenbergs.
So what does all this mean?
Well, it certainly explains why your knight is so mysterious. Anyway, we should be careful, and we shall begin our investigation. The documents show they use silver amalgam for coating copper fakes. That's a lead we can follow.
What?
Silver amalgam. It's produced from quicksilver and silver.
Well, that doesn't sound like something just anyone can get hold of.
You're quite right. You will go to SASAU at once. Look around the forges in the city. Someone must be working copper for them. I, meanwhile, will take counsel with Sir Radzig and then follow after you.
Where shall we meet?
At the inn on SASAU Market Square. Goodbye.
Right, find out who in SASAU works with copper. Okay, there we go. So that's what we have to do next. Pretty easy, right? Yeah, pretty easy. I have to go all the way back there now, though. Alright, so I made it over to SASAU. Obviously, it's pretty much basically nighttime now, as you might expect. It takes you a long time to get to places, and I'm actually going to speak to Ulrich. As you can see, he is... as an assassin, I mean, I could literally just kill him right now if I was an assassin that wanted to stop him from doing whatever. But yeah, anyway, I am actually going to do a little bit of something. Boom. I can literally steal all his stuff, as you can see right here, which is actually hilarious. I'm actually kind of surprised that that he's allowing me to do this. You know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do. I feel bad about. I don't know. I don't want to do that. I don't need to.
So, what did Master Fafar have to say?
I consulted him, and we definitely have a starting point.
Tell me more.
Master Fafar found out they need copper sheets for the core of the coins, and quicksilver for the the other part?
I see. They have such materials at the monastery.
Exactly. That's why I'm interested in the local forges.
Yes, that is good. Yesterday, I heard people from the craftsman's yard by the monastery complaining. They said they could not sleep at night because the blacksmith works all the time till dawn.
I see. That's certainly worth asking about. Have you heard anything else?
You said they use quicksilver. There is a painter lodging here who is painting the church in Ujits. I heard him complain also. He said that he went to the monastery for quicksilver and it was all gone.
Well, that's something to follow up as well. Thanks.
All right, there we go. Oh, Oh, he put on all his gear and then he took off all his gear. That's so funny. Okay, so basically, he just locked that again, which is really, really funny. I actually wonder, can I just infinitely lockpick this? Yeah, as you can see, he's got all his stuff in here. So if you wanted to, you could pretty easily just... You could basically, as soon as you get to this quest, you could just steal all his stuff if you wanted. For me personally, I don't really see the need for that. I already have pretty good gear, and I don't really... I mean, I'm going to leave him without gear, I guess. I mean, I don't know how it is for NPCs in this game. Are they going to... Is he just going to get it back, or what's actually going to happen there? I have no idea, but... Anyway, we're going to go and speak to the Master Fresco Painter. He is apparently really close by, so maybe I don't even need to go on my horse. Is he inside here? Is this him? Oh my... That is hilarious. Wow, sir.
What else you, sir?
I hear you've had some problems with the supply of quicksilver.
Problems? I should say so. For the third time this month they've told me they've none. There's no quicksilver to be had, they said.
And who exactly are you talking about? Who's holding back the goods on you?
The monastery overseer, or his assistant, more like.
So what did the overseer have to say to you?
Nothing. Apparently he doesn't deal in such trifles. Leaves it all to his assistant, the pompous git.
Surely such valuable material can't just vanish. Where can it be?
I wish I knew. Every time I ask for the red paint, there's a different reason why they haven't got the quicksilver to mix it. Once they said the goods never arrived, and another time that the wagon carrying it was ambushed. Then it went astray somewhere.
And you think they're lying?
Jesus, what do I know? But it seems pretty strange to me. 3 times in a row the same thing goes missing. There's bad luck and then there's something else.
What do you need quicksilver for?
I don't. They do. To mix up the red pigment for me. I'm painting the church in Ujits. Can you imagine how stupid those biblical scenes look without red?
Not really.
Then be glad you can. My eyes hurt just to imagine it.
That's all I need to know for now.
Ah. But wouldn't you care to buy something before you go? Or play a game? I really need some money. I've been waiting here a while and my stay's getting expensive.
Why not? Show me what you have to offer.
Farewell.
Alright, I'm gonna buy the treasure map from him and the skill book, and then I'm done. There isn't anything else that I really want to sell to him. I mean, maybe, do I want to sell some of these arrows to him, maybe? I don't know. I mean, this is all... I don't know, actually. I mean, all of this stuff is not really... I mean, I could sell this, I guess. Yeah. I could sell that. I'm wearing that right now. Am I? No, I'm not wearing that. I could actually just get rid of that, I guess, then. And we could get rid of this, too. Don't even know why I have some of this stuff on me, to be honest. Okay, is there anything else here? This? Am I wearing that? No, I can get rid of that, I guess. A captain's mace? Why do I have this stuff? Why am I carrying around all this random stuff? It's kind of weird. All right, so I'm just gonna close the deal straight away. That's absolutely fine. And yeah, all right. So now we have a bit more of a good idea as to where to go. So we're going to continue the investigation in the overseer's office. Right, so it seems like I've found the overseer's office, and I believe the overseer... Yep, wait a minute. There's the overseer's hand, and I believe the overseer is here.
Good day to you. What do you need?
I'm looking for some quicksilver. Would you have any on hand?
Talk to my assistant. He deals with such trivial matters.
Fine, thank you.
Take care now.
Okay, this guy is out of his mind. What was that? Did you hear him? He's literally like, wah, blah, blah.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
Do you have any quicksilver in stock?
Who's asking?
I'm here on behalf of the Master Fresco Painter. He said you sent him away empty-handed 3 times already.
Then I don't have any.
That sounds almost as if you don't want to sell it to me.
It's not that I don't want to. It's that I can't.
Can't you? In the SASAU monastery, That seems unlikely. It looks more like you're lining your own pockets to me. I wonder what people would have to say about that.
It's not. I'm not. Oh, shit.
Get to the point.
They came for me at noon. Directly to the office. The overseer was somewhere on his rounds. Some night, it was. Without a crest. Armed. He called himself Sir Jezek, and he had a lackey with him called Rapota, a scruffy fellow with a yellow cape. Always whistling he was. They told me they wanted all the quicksilver we order for the monastery. Of course, I told him that wouldn't be possible.
And then what? Did they threaten you?
Not at first. They tried to bribe me, and when I refused, they started threatening.
How did you hand it over to them?
I take it up the hill behind the monastery here. There's a big tree there with a small chapel underneath. Sometimes Rapota is there waiting for me. If not, I leave it there.
What did they threaten you with?
They said they know people in the monastery. That they'd have me thrown out and beaten for stealing.
And you had been stealing? I mean, before then?
You know how it is. I work my fingers to the bone and they pay me a pittance.
So they knew about you?
Yes, they knew my name, everything.
Very well. Thank you.
May the Lord watch over you.
Right. So that means there's an insider. 100% there's an insider right here. Okay, so what we need to do now is we need to actually go and speak to Master Fafar. So we're just going to very quickly do that by the use of our fast travel system. I like the little shortcuts that you can do with that. And we're just going to go over here. Alright, so I found Fafar. This is actually hilarious. Look at him. He is literally sleeping on what looks like a bench. I actually have no idea why he's sleeping on a bench like this, but yeah, okay.
Greetings. What do you need?
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
Right.
So what have you found out so far?
I found out where they get their quicksilver from. You were right, it was the monastery.
It was the only logical explanation.
It changed hands on the hill behind the monastery.
Have you been there to have a look around?
Not yet.
Maybe it would be worth the time.
I'll go and see.
And have you found out who's behind it?
Someone called Rapota.
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a common name. Listen, Henry, I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have a punch die to make the fake coins.
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work. There's a man I know who works at the monastery yard, Master Engraver Jerome of Silesia.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that. But he runs an engraving workshop, so he might have heard something.
Very well, I'll ask him.
But ask with tact. I don't want him getting offended. And I prefer you not to mention me at all.
I'll try to think of something. That's all.
God be with you.
Right, so basically he's saying to me right now that I should have literally just gone ahead and done that. It's super funny as well, because the only reason why I actually didn't do that and why I didn't go to where the overseer's hand told me about is because in the past in this game, when I've gone ahead and done something without checking with the powers that be, suffice it to say, I've gotten a bit of a chewing out, and so I decided this time that I wouldn't do that. But hilariously enough, of course, this particular situation calls for a bit of independence, so that's probably what I should have done beforehand, isn't it? Anyway, I'll make my way over here. Aha! Seems like I found whatever it is. I'm a little bit worried that these are going to be bandits, so I should probably get out my sword, shouldn't I? I'm super worried about that. So let's just be a bit careful. Ah. He's, that's a pretty, that's a pretty armored... That's a pretty armored enemy right there. What? Okay, so what am I supposed to do right now? Do I just kill this guy or stealth kill? Oh, he's a bandit. Okay. Okay, this is actually kind of weird because I'm actually I'm a guy in fully plate armor, basically, almost. Let's talk to him.
Shit. Sod off.
Oh. I kind of, maybe I shouldn't have killed this guy. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking now maybe I shouldn't have killed this guy because maybe they have information about the Quicksilver. You know what I mean? Okay, fine. I'm just gonna make a bunch of noise so this guy wakes up. Sir, would you mind? Ah, what an imbecile.
No. Clear off. Let me sleep.
Okay, I guess, you know what? Okay, fine. I'm gonna just do this then. Okay, that apparently doesn't make any difference. Alright, I'm just gonna hit him then. Is he serious right now? Oh man, okay. Well, there we go. Perfect. Hello there, sir. Are you awake now? Okay, there we go. He's awake. Wonderful.
Kurva! You horson! Fuck!
Huh. Well, that actually wasn't what I was intending to do. I was actually wanting to, as I say, I was wanting to question them, but I probably shouldn't have killed this guy, as I said, but I was so excited about actually having a possible stealth kill that I basically just went for it. And that was probably a bad idea, all things considered now. Oh well, never mind. I guess, I mean, that's the thing. I looted these guys, right? And they basically have nothing on them, which makes me a bit irritated, actually, because it would have been cool if they had, like, letters or something like that on them. But, as you can quite clearly tell, they have basically nothing on them. And, yeah. So that's it. That is literally it. Okay, fine. Okay, I guess I'll just go back to the monastery then. And, I don't even know. Was that even worth me doing, actually, at this point? Because I feel like I should have just come here first, then gone to Master Fafar, but I guess, oh well, never mind. It doesn't really, I guess it doesn't really matter. Although, to be fair, I think that actually maybe they would have had something to say, but they were just regular bandits. They weren't actually named or anything like that, so I kind of question whether that's the case, but maybe they had some information about it, because this is obviously a main quest, so it may actually make sense for them to do that. I don't know. Oh well, never mind. I guess we'll never know. Is this the guy I need to speak to? Yeah.
Good day to you.
How goes the work, Master?
Getting there. You need something, my boy?
What are you doing here, anyway?
You're in an engraver's shop, my boy. We're engraving, of course.
Yeah, but engraving what? And what's it used for?
Oh, we engrave wood and stone as well as metal. Here in the monastery, it's mostly about decoration.
You've got quite a large workshop, Master. You don't do all the work alone, surely?
I'm usually here with my apprentice, Florian. Of course, by simple observation, you'll note that this is not currently the case, and I'm here alone, which means that either I'm a liar or something out of the ordinary has occurred.
I see. I think. So what's happened to Florian?
He shares the fate of the pharaohs for today. The 5th scourge of Egypt did smite him, the plague. or so his message advised me.
Jesus Christ, the plague.
Do remain calm. I'm quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering wasn't a judgment from on high, or if it was a judgment on excessive drinking. I'm told such an ailment can be of truly biblical proportions.
What's he like, your apprentice, Florian?
I'm afraid that his exuberant youth has taken its toll. He's been acting strangely of late. I fear he has delusions of persecution.
I don't really know what you mean, at all.
Recently, for example, he told me that someone was following him, and the very next day he bought a padlock from the blacksmith and locked up his chest, as though I would ever sneak into it. In any case, why the interest? Are you looking for him?
Something like that.
May I ask why?
I have a message for him.
A message? Who would be interested in that wastrel? Other than his furious and deeply disappointed master, of course. About your question, you'll find him at home, no doubt feverishly dying. He sleeps in the baker's cellar.
Ah, thank you. Does Florian have any enemies?
A man such as he certainly owes money at every turn, and the parents of local girls are undoubtedly displeased with his attempts to propagate. However, most recently it was that fury from the baths who accosted him in quite a spectacular rage.
A woman from the baths? What did she do?
The harpy nearly tore all Florian's hair out. I don't frequently feel sorry for my ne'er-do-well apprentice, but on that occasion I made an exception.
Do you have any idea why she did it?
She was screaming about some girl, some flighty bathmaid, Esther. I would say that Florian had felt the joys of spring and acted accordingly, although one would have thought they'd be used to that sort of thing at the bathhouse.
Thank you. I'll leave you to your work.
God be with you.
Right, so we now have even more additional investigatory threads to investigate. Yes, I like an investigation within an investigation. That sounds like a good idea. All right, so we now need to go over to the bathhouse. Obviously, we can't speak to the madam just yet because she's sleeping, probably, and we probably can't talk to Florian either unless I can just waltz right into his place. I should probably speak to the madam first, though, and that means waiting for a little bit of time. However, for me personally, right now, I'm going to be ending this episode off here. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.